Hey everybody, it's Dave, and welcome to the new show, The Final Cut, where we dissect deleted scenes from scripts that could have redefined movies that you know and love. Today, we're delving into Aaron Kruger's vision to uphold the tradition of two killers in the Scream 3 script.
Welcome to The Final Cut.
Angelina Tyler, the ambitious actress playing Sydney in Stab 3, was meant to be the second killer. But why would she don the Ghostface mask? We're about to delve into an alternate reality where Kruger's script remained untouched and Angelina's motive would play out on screen. Now before we do that, some exciting news. Inspired from all you nerd boxes out there from all of our conversations about Scream. Starting with a Stu Lives t-shirt. That's right, we have some t-shirts that are Scream inspired from our conversations. So if you are a Stu supporter, you're on that Stu train, we have a Stu Lives shirt. If you're not a Stu Lives supporter, we have all those clues, go check out some of those theories. We have a shirt for you too, and that is Stu's Dead. So go over and take a look at some of our Scream inspired shirts. There's a few different styles out there and a few different ones that you'll see over the next couple weeks. Now let's dive into this episode. Our first half of the movie largely stays intact, and this is where things start to change. Largely, our cast of characters remain the same, along with the core three, with a few exceptions. Stab 2 is premiering in theaters, and Stab 3 is in production. Cotton Weary is not killed in the opening, but another actor on the Hollywood scene is. So we find ourselves meeting our cast on set after the opening kill. And we see that Tom is a bit obsessed with Angelina, often trying to force himself into her space and make their relationship out to be something more than just co-workers. Sarah Darling's death still plays out as it did in the film. Afterwards, Stab 3's production is shut down, and we find our way to Jennifer Jolie's house for a nightcap with Tom, Angelina, Dewey, and Gail. Tom, fueled by questionable liquid courage, made another clumsy play for Angelina, only to be met with a disgusted retreat. Blinded by his own ego, Tom mistook her annoyance for playful flirting and blundered after her. His drunken search led him to the guest house where a chilling scene awaited him. Angelina lay lifeless in a pool of crimson, her once captivating features forever marred. Stumbling backward in shock, Tom stumbled right into the arms of a lurking Ghostface. The killer, sensing an easy target, swiftly dispatched the obvious actor, adding another name to the growing body count. Ghostface turns his attention to those who remain in the house and uses a macabre prop to make his presence known. Instead of our remaining survivors witnessing Steve Stone step out in front of the doorway outside of the house as a distraction, Angelina's body falls through the doorway just as Ghostface bursts upon them from within, attacking them and eventually chasing them all out of the house before setting the house ablaze. The next few scenes play out the same. Sydney arrives in Hollywood, only she never sees the studio set lot. Jennifer and Gail do their investigative digging to find out some nasty clues about Milton, and as the film moves into its final act, the scene shifts to Sunrise Studios instead of Milton's mansion, where the body count continues to rise with the deaths of Milton, Tyson, Kincaid, and Jennifer. And just as we saw in the film, Ghostface captures Dewey and Gail to set the trap to lure Sydney to the studios. And when she arrives, this is the first time that she actually sees the Woodsboro set for the first time and is taken aback by the perfect replications of her house and the Mocker house. And it's in her house that she is able to find Dewey and Gail, and she manages to set them free, only to be separated in the chaos by a vengeful Ghostface who interrupts the rescue. Sydney and Gail are chased through the Prescott house, where they are trapped inside of Sydney's mother's bedroom, which mirrors the crime scene of her death. Sensing her surroundings, a horrified Sydney backs away from the door while Ghostface drives their knife through the door. There's a moment of silence. Maybe Ghostface has fled, but suddenly the body bag within the room sits up and unzips, revealing a second killer. Sydney goes to shoot them when the door is kicked in by the first Ghostface. A fight ensues and Sydney is thrown through the window outside, where she's able to catch her bearings and run into the Mocker house, where she runs into a battered Dewey. Their reunion is bittersweet, as Ghostface eventually catches up with them and renders Dewey unconscious, and as Sydney begins to back away, Angelina's body then rolls down the steps into their front foyer. It's here that we all probably would have been in the theater scratching our heads, wondering how we're seeing Angelina again. But before that could register, Angelina opens her eyes. The scene cuts to her leading Sydney into the heart of the Mocker living room at gunpoint, and there, amidst the dusty furniture and the unsettling atmosphere, she unveils her shocking secret. Roman, the mastermind behind the murders, is her boyfriend. But the plot thickens. Angelina, it turns out, was a Woodsboro High classmate who idolized Sydney, even going so far as to emulate her in Stab 3. It's like having your biggest fan turn into your biggest nightmare. Now, for the climax of what happens in Erin Kruger's script, tune into the next episode where we're going to dive into Angelina's fate and its link to Stu Macher possibly being alive. But until then, I got a few questions for you. Would Angelina have been involved in the Maureen Prescott murders? And would you have preferred this version of the script? And then lastly, since we didn't get it, could Angelina somehow still be alive in the Scream universe today? And is she waiting to make a chilling comeback? Seems a little bit plausible now with the shakeup in the Scream universe with Spyglass. Now stay tuned for the next episode where we will dive deeper into the twist and reveal a hidden detail about Stu Macher that you'll be saying, wait, what? Nah, I don't know about that. As always, thank you for watching this. It's a brand new show. Got a few new shows coming out this summer. I hope you enjoy all of those. Let me know by dropping it down in the comments what you think about it. If you want to see Final Cut expand outside of the Scream universe and take a look at other horror movies, if you have a suggestion, drop it down there as well. Also, don't forget to do all those great things. Stab that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and go and take a look at all the great videos that are on the channel already. So, until the next, see ya.